Hi, everybody. Welcome to this webinar. We will wait a few minutes before starting to allow all the people, all the attending to be there. So let's start in a few minutes. Hello, everybody. Hello, Sophia. So, we'll we'll start now. I guess we are all here. So welcome to this webinar where you will learn how to get your housing in France. And first of all, I will introduce myself. My name is Calvin. I'm working at Livinfrance as a customer care manager, and I am discussing with all of you students who are coming to France to provide you advice and to provide you help support with your arrival in France. So, um, excuse me. So now let's who we are, why are you there, and how we can help you. First of all, you probably know that we are living in France. Um, our job is to provide to all the foreigner students who are coming to France a free platform with a lot of services with 100% digital solution. All your procedures can be carried out from your sofa, and you can find a lot of services like find your housing, find some insurance, that kind of thing. So, living in France, first answer to all your question before your arrival in France. Then we also offer a help center which merge a lot of um, questions that international students may ask, and which will provide you a lot of useful tips and a great help. So I invite you when you are browsing on Live in France to check our help center. Secondly, our student blog, which is useful to get the latest news about France, about coming to France, about other foreigner students who have experienced France, and where you also can find some rooms available in France. So now let's start how the booking in France work generally. So generally, when you want to book a place in France, first you have to provide a guarantor. What is a guarantor? A guarantor is a person that will pay instead of you your rent or the damage that you can cause um, to your room or your accommodation. For example, you don't have paid the last 2 months, or you have damaged your room before the end of your stay. If you don't pay the amount that the landlord is asking you, the landlord would contact your guarantor and ask your guarantor to pay. In France, the guarantor is absolutely mandatory and asked by all the landlords, and it's also the landlords also must work in France. We know that is difficult for minor students, obviously, but this is what the landlords in France generally ask. Secondly, the housing search, of course, there are like all the countries, there are scams, and that's we are fighting against that. We are fighting against scammers and against scams, but it can exist. So beware of them too good to be true, that kind of thing. If you find an accommodation which is really cheap or that kind of thing, and you don't know, you don't understand why, it can be too good to be true. As well, if people ask you to pay through some platform or through Western Union, it is also probably highly probably a scam. Also, physical visits. The landlords are asking you to do some physical visit to visit the apartment, so you must be in France to do that, and that can be also complicated because you need to secure an accommodation before your arrival in France. Sometimes also rooms accommodation are not eligible for APL. APL, the financial aid provided by the CAF, the French governmental organization, which helps you to pay your rent by providing you an amount of money each month. And then sometimes additional charges. For example, generally when you will see a room, when you will see something, yeah, that you can book. Generally, charges are not included. Charges are water, electricity, gas, internet, that kind of thing. Now, booking with Livinfrance, which means booking in France with our service, as you can see on the left, our website, our property page. First, we don't ask you any guarantor. So as I explained to you before, a guarantor who works in France, like anything which is really complicated, we act as your guarantor, and we will help you to get your room in that way. Secondly, all our rents, mostly all our rents are all inclusive. It means that, for example, on the rent that you can see on screen here, um, they are all charges included. Means internet, water, heat, um, electricity. All of those are completely included in your rent, so you don't have to pay any extra charge. All our rooms, all our housing are eligible for APL, and we offer you a totally digital procedure with an online booking and secure payment, which allow you to book your place in France from your home country and then come to France to enter in your room with a totally smooth and a totally secure process. So it is the link that you must enter to see our accommodation list and to see our accommodation France. Now, how you can book and which documents we are asking you to book. First, the passport, of course, we will ask you to upload your passport to prove your identity, obviously. And secondly, your school certificate, which is the purpose why you are here in France, why you are staying in France. And we also ask you this paper that we must provide then to your landlord. So, okay. Here is the discount coupon that we are offering you to get 10% off on the booking fees that we charge when you book. So do not hesitate to take it, which is Living 10. Just read it here. So now, if you have any question, if you have any interrogation, I really invite you to contact us on the email address that you can see on the screen, hello at living-front.com, which is our support email where all our customer care team is working to answer to all the questions that you can ask during the during your arrival before your arrival in France. So now, if you have any questions, I would be really delighted to answer you and to give you the best experience and best response I can do. So I will put I will give you, sorry, some extra minutes to think about it, and if you have any question, please ask on the chat and I will let you know. I will answer you at any time. Of course, if you forgot to ask me something during this webinar, contact us on the email address which is on the screen right here. Okay, so I guess you don't have any question, so I